Well, guys, what's up? What's going on out there today? Hey, Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, another episode of What's the Right Shot. Yours truly with the serve, actually with the serve at match point in the finals of the indoors in Houston a couple of years ago. And which kind of, there's a little mindset thing here I want you to be thinking about, is that I used to do this. I don't do it anymore, but you might still be doing it. When you get to match point when you're serving, I want you to be not aggressive in terms of, hey, I've got to hit an ace, or I kind of hope, the guy doesn't return, or I'm just going to throw it in there just so I don't miss. I want you to be really clear about, first of all, you almost have to tell yourself, this is just a standard point. You know, it has nothing to do with the fact if you win this stinking point, you're going to win the match, you're going to win the tournament. Instead, I want you to be really focused on your target, right? Where do you want the ball to travel over the top of the net as your target, knowing that if it goes through that little window over the top of the net, that you're going to play it inside the box. You don't have to worry about the service. You don't have to worry about the service line of going deep or going out wide as well, as long as you get it through that window. Okay, so look, what's the premise of What's the Right Shot? Number one, shot choice. Where do you want the ball to land over there? And in this episode, we're going to talk about part two, which is you want the ball to land over there. Okay, where do you want to move to next on the court to enhance that shot choice that you just executed? This is not serve and stay back. And this is not serve and volley. Serve and stay back would mean you kind of jump up and you'd end up right here, and then you'd stay back and see what you get. But to me, if you serve it, if your intention is to serve out wide and you don't want to really play serve and volley, well, then it's serve and stay in right here, right? We're inside the baseline primarily because we're looking for how do we take time away from that returner. Right? You've got that returner out wide. Now we got to make sure that if that's your deal, you're serving and staying in, not serve and volley, that you start to, all right, look for something that you can take their time away. Now look, this guy hits a drive return. I'm hoping that it's a power drive return that I can volley. And the reason I want to volley it from here is that the ball gets on me sooner. He's taking time away from himself. I get the ball earlier, and all I got to do is just nudge it over to that ad side, move in, and if he gets to it, all right, I'll give you this little thing over here, and I'll give you this little thing over here, but I'm going to take my chances on that, right? So it ends up here. And now what's the right shot? Well, the right shot is obvious. It's going to be to the open court, right? He's still so far out of the singles court. There's no way that I can go behind him, right? Just no way. The serve took him out so wide that there's only one shot choice. And that shot choice is, well, there's two shot choices. You can play the approach to the open court. You could play a little drop shot, right, over to that ad side as well. But in this case here, all I'm thinking about is, hey, I want to take time away from this guy so he can't recover. Now, look, I could have gone, I really want to take time. I better volley this thing. How awkward of a volley is that going to be? You're not going to get to that spot to where you've got some good geometry over the top of the net. Either you're putting yourself into, it's kind of a lunging volley, or maybe a tricky half volley. But my thought process here is that, all right, let's just let it get up. Let the ball get up, make it about waist high, make it comfortable. Okay, he's going to get a step closer to the middle, but that's okay. And from there, we're just going to play it to the open court. And again, shot choices. I want to land over there. What's the second part? You're right. How do we enhance the shot choice? By moving in, right? So like, if he gets to this ball, right, again, you are challenging him. You're saying, I'm going to give you that 5% of the up the line. I'll give you 5% over here. But basically what you're saying is, I'm going to cover 90% of the court. And that's all that you can ever realistically cover anyway. The court's just too darn big. So you're challenging him to have to go for that small part of the court. And this one ends up getting by him. So look, I'm going to play this back real time for you. And so two things, right? Is shot choice. Where do you want to land? Where do you want to move to next? And that's going to enhance your shot choice. And there you have it. So, yeah, this is a great example of enhancing your shot choice with court positioning. Initially, I'll be honest with you, I don't think my intent was to hit this good of a serve to get him this far out wide. And so I was content initially to stay here. And then all of a sudden, there's that unintentional kind of that realization like, oh, I actually hit a better serve than I thought. Well, I better start really closing in. I want to really start taking time away. And again, I don't care if it's a volley, if it's a half volley from here, whatever it is, that's fine. I'm just going to dump it over in the ad side and make this guy run and make him beat me up the line or make him beat me cross court. That's fine, whatever it is. And there you have it. All right, guys, that's it for me. Want to know what's on your mind from today's episode of What's the Right Shot? Any comments, questions, remarks, feedback, let me know down below. And look, if you want to learn a couple of things more about Swing Tech, I've got a members only, kind of a premium addition to this episode of What's the Right Shot. We work on Swing Tech, right? What's the right shot is typically two things: where do you want it to land over there, shot choice, and then where to move to next. But we go to the next level in this members only, which is going to be number one, how do we get on the serve? How do we get this ball to really take off with that skid over there to take him out wide, number one. And then I want to show you in this one really the two things that really make this underspin slice approach really, really valuable, because same type of thing. There's a real element here to being able to play this underspin where it doesn't sit up, right? It doesn't hang up in the air. It actually skids through the bounce. I'm not saying it's picking up speed, but it's not losing much speed as it goes through the bounce over there. And so look, right down below the video is a link, not a link, it's a join button. And you can get signed up and inside the members only of What's the Right Shot. It's less than $1 an episode for the Swing Tech portion. Guys, that's it for me today. Hope this has been helpful. Any comments, questions down below, let me know. And as always, it's time for us all to get out there. Have a great day. Guys, I will see you again next time.